Alright, hey YouTube, part 5. So I was hoping to make this last part, but I was just doing like a test run and I'm gonna have to break it into two. So it's gonna be 6, but that's because a lot happens and I was gonna try and do 4 years where I've been doing 3, but I actually have to break it into 2 and 2 because so much happens in 2021 that I wasn't even getting to parts that I wanted to get to. So, story time, part 5. Um, we left off, Ralph and I moved to California. So we are in California. I'm working at Walgreens when we moved to California. We're going pretty good, but things are starting to get like unsteady. Like I know I'm not super happy and I'm not able to vocalize that super well, unfortunately. Now I think I could in my current relationship, but unfortunately I couldn't in this one. And then it did get toxic. We had a lot of toxic fights. A weapon was drawn at one point. It was a lot of screaming. And the stress of moving probably didn't help that, to be honest. And, you know, I did then leave Walgreens and get another job. After he found work, I left the job that I hated and found another job, which was more my style. It was logistics and doing freight work and not so much cashier work, which I struggled with. And then I actually met someone there. I didn't mean to, it wasn't purposeful. We'll see if he lets me use his name. I'll have to ask him. And this was back in 2021. I want to say it was exactly 2021. Yeah. And we're still together. So obviously it was something that was meant to happen, and I'm very happy, and I want to marry this guy. So yeah, and there's a lot of reasons for that we're gonna hear. But unfortunately, my last relationship was turning toxic at the time that I met this person. So we didn't do anything. Nothing happened. We weren't physical until a few months. So we'll break it down. But we weren't physical until after my last relationship had ended. I did not cheat on my last partner physically. Emotionally, probably a little bit. And I don't like admitting that. And I'm working really hard not to do that again. But shit, can't lie, it did happen. So was checking out of this relationship. I had even told this guy like I am planning on breaking up with this person. Like I don't want to be with this person anymore. And I wish I had handled it differently now, but I did not at the time. And I'm just telling y'all how it is. That's what I did. So we finally break up in a really knockout, drag out way. I do get to keep my dog, and my cat, of course, but the cat was no question. But I did tell him when we got the dog, and it caused a fight at the time. When we got the dog, I said, I am taking this dog if we break up. This is my dog. He's still my dog. He's been through everything with me. I love this dog. So I did that. I didn't even want to keep his dog because that was his dog, but I did want my dog. I got that puppy right after my grandma died, and that was my fucking puppy. Excuse my language, but I wanted my dog. So, and I took him with me that night that I left. I like put his collar on and was like, nope, he's not staying here. Oh my god, that gnawing you're hearing is literally the husky chewing on a bone. They're both chewing on bones. So if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry if you're agoraphobic. Bruh. Um, so we separate moving at my mom's. I stay at my mom's the entire summer of 2021. And at the end of the summer, spoiler alert, I do move in with the guy that I am with now. And I still live with him. We're still together, like I said. It was probably the right thing to happen. But shortly after we get together, I have another psychotic break because I had gotten a new job at PetSmart because we officially got together like to Harbor Freight's knowledge at the end of 2021, and Harbor Freight was like, no, that can't happen because he got promoted to supervisor. So we couldn't like date, and I didn't want to transfer stores because I loved the atmosphere of the store I was at. So I just was like, I'll find another job. It's not like something I love. So I applied to PetSmart, and I actually got that job. They hired me on as a stalker, which was just like stocking shelves, freight work, which is where I shine. So I started doing that. I love PetSmart. They treated me like Smith's treated me, like Kroger treated me. They have been so lovely to me. They are a great company. They handled this mental break very well because I had not been working for them very long. I got hired with them in February of 2021, and I had the break in, oh wait, was it 2022? Shit. Might have been February 2022, actually. 25. I think it was 21. I think it was 21. I can't remember. It was 21 or 22. I think it was 22 because it was like February of 22 because I just hit my 3rd year. Okay. We got it. So 2022, I started PetSmart. And then, yeah, about 3 months later in April, I get a promotion. Really cool. I get a promotion to pet trainer, and they pay for me to go through all my training and everything. But in that, it really threw me off, and I like missed some medication, which is a big red flag for me. Biggest red flag is missing my medication for consecutive days. So I accidentally did that. I honestly don't even think I was keeping track because I truly wasn't even like doing any drugs or anything. I just think I lost it and I lost them. And then I lost my marbles. So, yeah, we're locked up again and I'm dating this guy who I've been dating for maybe 6 months and 7 months, and it is not, I didn't realize it had been that long. So, I mean, we haven't been together super long, but not long enough to where you can maybe handle your significant other being locked in the cuckoo bin. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna leave this one, is I get locked in the loony bin again because I lost touch with reality again. Which, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, I did move states, break up with my long-term relationship, move 3 times. No wonder I had a mental breakdown. Have 2 different jobs, a job promotion. Like, yeah, hindsight makes sense that you had a mental breakdown even though you weren't doing drugs. But after that, things really start to get better. So part 6, the ending part, is where we start to turn it around. After part 6, next video, we're going to get into where I'm kind of seeing this channel going after this, because I do want to continue making videos on like mental health, recovery, because I've been in a lot of therapy for a long time. Obviously, I've been in 2 mental health facilities in separate states. I really care about this stuff. I'm going to school for social work and psychology. Like, I love mental health, so I'm going to keep talking about it, but I really wanted to get this introduction done. So yeah, leaving off with new man. I will verify if he's okay with me using his name. And current man, new man, current man, like I've had others since him. No, I have not. I've very much worked on being a better person towards this person because he did everything for me when I got locked away. He literally probably saved my life and is one of the reasons that I've remained so stable. So I love him to death, like I said. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week sometime, maybe Saturday, maybe sooner, if I have time. A little busy, y'all. But I do like making these. Like, comment, share if you will. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna keep talking even if only 15 of you are listening. So, yeah. Peace out.